Hello everyone, we are here, we are live, we are ready to go, and we are not in KSP2. I know at the end of last stream I said I wanted to go and do KSP2 this week, and I am going to be doing KSP2 this week. The plan though is for me to do KSP2, the For Science update, tomorrow. I explained in a post in YouTube that the timing for the actual KSP2 For Science update dropped about an hour ago, in fact, exactly an hour ago, and I didn't trust the devs enough to trust that time, and I was starting to get a little stressed out about, well, what if they're late with the update, and I can't get it up and get this stream, and so you know what, just do it tomorrow, and then I don't get stressed. And besides, this stream kind of got left at a not too satisfying end. Not that it's necessarily the end, I might come back to this, but I'm definitely going to leave it for a little bit, and I didn't like leaving it with the way in which it ended last week. And for those that were around and caught it, what I'm doing is I'm building a Mun Base. Is what I've been doing for the past few weeks, and this was the goal for the Mun Base. And what ended up happening was, well, it ended up looking like that. That was what it is. This piece of it, well, I was rushing, things were taking longer, I was doing really dumb things, and in fact from then on, the less I talk about it, the better. But the short of it is that this met a fiery demise, and this is the harvester unit of all of this, and I only end up with this piece of it sitting there on the surface. And right now, this is exactly what's sitting on the surface, along with Phil and Bill Kerman are also on the surface. Now, you might recall that they actually went on a little bit of a road trip. They got a little separated. Things happened there, too. I've already taken them back and put them back in the base. I didn't want to subject you to the beginning of this stream, me taking like 10 or 15 minutes to drive them back to the base. So they're safely back in the base. The goal this stream is to try again with this piece, to get it there. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of modification. There were some things that were less than optimal about it, but what I would like to do is do that. And I do have a contract, I'll show it over here, extract 600 units of ore from the moon, but that really is the minor part of this. I just want to get this base going. I want to fill up this lander, get the lander back up to the station that's in orbit about the moon. And speaking of being in orbit about the moon, also in orbit about the moon is Michael S. Kerman and his Hulk. He's in an orbit, or she? Does it say? It doesn't say. But they're in orbit of the moon, and I kind of want to try and rescue them as well. So I'm going to try and combine a couple of things together. Hopefully it'll all get done this stream. I'm pretty bad at being overly ambitious. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to the vehicle assembly building, and I'm going to bring up the rocket that did the deed last episode. So that was this one. This is the rocket. Ugh, it's a little bit big. That took those things there last episode. It actually took two modules. The top one here, which was just a big fuel tank and stuff, and this bottom module. Now, to be quite honest, this top part, don't care. You're gone. Bye-bye. That's going to be it for that. Let's change this here to the root. Oh, it already is the root part. That is good. So what we need to do now is get this part there. Okay. And so, yeah, I really don't think I need to do too much. Now, there's a couple of things I do want to do. Let's bring up Kerbal Engineer. I don't think this is going to take too long because I'm not going to rebuild and optimize this. I'm going to keep the exact same lifter, though clearly it is overbuilt for this mission now that that extra mass is now off of it, but I'm fine with that. Let's take a look just though at the module part here. So I'm gonna take this business off right there, and this thing, see, there's absolutely no way that's right. Oh, KSP's got the idea right. Vacuum. Yeah, so this thing, Kerbal Engineer, it's confused by the staging, but KSP's given the right number of 799 meters per second of delta V, but a thrust to weight ratio of only 0.69. Now on the moon, like, that's what a lot of people do, is they would go to here Let's actually get rid of the contracts. I don't need to look at that. Switch this to the moon. There it is. Switch it to the moon, where the thrust ratio is 0.415, which is fine. Actually, you should be able to land it without any kind of issues. In fact, eventually, I did land it softly on the moon without any issues. But the problem is, I get really used to a thrust to weight ratio closer to 1 or a little bit more than 1, and I get used to how quickly that decelerates. Remember, you got to kill off all of that horizontal speed to get down there, and that's what got me going kind of in the wrong direction. So what I want to do first off is actually increase the TWR at the top, and all I'm going to do that is grab another one of these Twitch engines, go to 4-way symmetry. Is that gonna, as long as it's reasonably symmetric. There we go. And that now, I've just increased the number of engines up here by 50%. That's a thrust to weight ratio on Kerbal of 1.02 and a delta V of 783. Now the other thing I kind of want to do, oh wait, there's some struts here, that's unnecessary, is actually reduce the amount of delta V on the sky crane, so the sky crane's not responsible for the whole landing. That was kind of a dumb way to go, quite frankly. And what I can do is use this transfer stage to do the bulk of the deceleration part of it, and then just use the sky crane for the final touchdown. I think that's a safer plan. So what I'm thinking is, let's start by taking these dudes off. That gets me down to 729. Let's take these off, and oh, there's some funky placed RCS block. Why do I have, do I need RCS? Yes, I do. Why are they floating in the, I don't know. I think that's something. I'll take a look at that later and replace those. I'm just noticing these RCS thruster ports just kind of hanging out. I do need them, but I don't know why they're where they are. And get into some cubic octagonal struts. Go 4-way symmetry, flip them up. I'm the worst when it comes to figuring out. There? No. There we go. Do that. Do that. If I hold Alt, oh, there it goes. It snaps. It'll hold Alt. What's that? That's now 470. I like that. 479 meters per second of delta V. We'll deal the bulk with this guy here, and that brings up my landing thrust to weight too of 1.17 because I have lost a little bit of weight with all of that. So that makes me feel, I think, a smidge better. All right, so let's, what are the, there they are. So these, I don't know what, I think. Okay, so I needed the thruster blocks because this thing does have to drive when it's on the moon in order to dock. I guess they're up that high for a reason. I'm looking, and that's what these little thruster blocks are for, just to help with the driving, but they don't need to be that high. That just seems unnecessary. So we're going to bring them down. They just need to be a bit around this center mass. The center of mass, if anything's going to... I'm going to put them here. Like that. They look a little better there, too. And then there's another pair right here. You can see them underneath. That should be fine. And these should only be on the forward aft bit. Yeah, they're just for moving forward and back. We'll get to that. Okay. So, that's that. Okay. So... I think this is probably, you know what, I'm also going to get into action groups while I'm thinking about it. Action groups, because I didn't set up any action groups, and that's just dumb. So on action group 0, we'll toggle this antenna. And you know what I'll also think I do? The only solar are these Gigantor solar panels. And I was extending that. I'm not going to do, you know what, I'll only extend these when I'm down on the surface. So what I'm going to do is just get the amount of weight, A handful of oxstats, just like that. That'll be enough to power it on its journey. Boom, that's good. So now I don't need to extend the solar panels. It will land. Okay, back to action groups. I also want, when I deploy the drills, let's see, I'll put the drills on. No, I know what I need to do. I got these little wheelies down here. That's what I need to do. Yeah, so get the gear action group. These LY-10 small landing gears, they're tucked under here. I don't want them to be toggled to the gear. I want them on their own action group. So I'm going to toggle those onto action group 1. Toggle, toggle, toggle. And if you're not, they're for driving. I'll explain it when we get there. You'll find out how that works. So, why? Toggle steering, toggle lights. Why isn't there just a deploy? Am I missing something? Brakes. Extend, retract. Oh my gosh. Already off to a great start. And then there's 2 more there. Extend, retract. Okay. So that makes me feel better there. And then on the drills, rather than right-clicking on all the drills, we'll go to action group number 2. And I'm going to use those to just extend the drill. Deploy drill. Maybe toggle drill. Yeah, toggle drill. The 2 drills. And I'll also, at the same time, these radiators have to be turned on, but they only need to be on when the drill's going. So we will activate those radiators at the same time. Toggle radiators. There we go. So that gets me some action groups going. Oh, this thing will have plenty of fuel. Oliver's talking about the burst of fuel, but I still have to put on this. So this guy's coming on. Let's take the booster bit off of it. So this has got... now that feels right. There, yes. This stage brings the total delta V, and again, Kerbal Engineer is not right, but the game here is right. Again, it's getting confused by the decoupler at the top. Of 2,964 meters per second. That's not as much as I would have. Wow. And a very healthy thrust to weight ratio. But I have written down. What am I? Oh, I already added the 1,000. Oh, okay. No, that's plenty healthy. That's plenty healthy to deal from the high atmosphere of Kerbal, in fact, to do the upper part of the orbital insertion to get into low orbit, get to the moon, do the good chunk of the descent burn, and then stage, and then this can take. That's a lot of delta V, so I'm going to leave that. I think the thrust to weight ratio is also good, so let's put the booster on the bottom. Booster on the bottom is also a ton of... Oh, this has so much delta V because I've taken away mass, and I'm not going to change anything, so we're gonna be golden. No problem at all. Now, on action group 5, do I have the fairings? I do have that fairing. That one never needs to deploy. Yep, I'm good with that. So we'll build that fairing back like that, and we'll build this fairing, which is now going to be... Oh, we can go straight up. Oh my gosh, that's great. There. Round her off at the top. Beautiful. Clamshell deploy, lots of sides, and that should be on action group 5. Yes. Okay. And honestly, I think this is the actually only now the moon harvester module. Save that. And gonna have to tweak the launch TWR a bit. Not really much though. I'm good with that. Let's just go with that. Okay. Alright, now I'm going through the chat because I tend to miss things, and this is my chance, my last chance to see what I've missed. Don't want full RCS. You had trouble standing up on... Oh yeah, no. I just won't fall over. The RCS isn't now. Is there monoprop aboard this guy? I think there should be. Monoprop. 15 units of monoprop. Oh, it's just in here. Yeah, that should be okay. It's not a lot, but oh well. What about radiators on the top? There are radiators on the top. They're right here. They are already there. Radiators there. And if the booster will get to the moon and maybe stick to probe body and battery so you can seismic it. No, this guy, this here is going to, it'll get seismiced. It'll be dropped on descent. We will be suborbital when that drops. Okay, I think I'm good. I think I'm gonna launch just oh no, I'm lying. Let's delete this. I'm lying. Because I wrote a note to myself that I want to deal with that this contract. This get Michael S. and his Hulk from orbit of the moon. So we got to return the capsule as well. That means I need to grab it. So what I'm gonna do is, how am I gonna deal with this? You know, I think I was gonna put let's put a grabber. Yeah. Now I'm thinking out loud. You know what? Let's just put on a couple more docking ports. We're gonna bring up an engineer. I was gonna build a little tug with a grabber on it and stuff so I can grab it. But you know what I'm thinking? I'm gonna bring up Bill, our engineer, and we're gonna have some. We're just gonna grab some docking ports, and we're gonna have to drop by the station to drop these off. Or do we? We can stick them to the lander. Yeah, it might be the better plan. I'm making stuff up as I go, and that's never a good plan. Don't like them there. Where can I stick these? I can stick one of them here. Extra docking ports. Always scary when I make this up as I go. That's right. And then one more docking port. just trying to find a spot out of the way so Bill can rip this off. That works for me right there. Actually, maybe a little bit more this way so it's tucked a bit out for the fairing. Okay. All right. So save and build fairing. Up we go. Okay, we're going now. It's funny, like with streaming, I can't help but want to rush. It's just one of those things. I just want to get her done. Do you have enough TWR for all this? Absolutely. Should be good. Famous last words. Okay, let's just check the staging. That should go there. That goes there. That goes there. Those are all those guys. That should be good. Save and launch. Yeah, there's a bit of asymmetry there, Mark is pointing out, with the extra docking ports, but this is a pretty massive vessel, and so the docking ports, a little bit of asymmetry, shouldn't hurt things too much. Shouldn't hurt things too much. Okay, so this is that. Okay, let's just do this. So punch it. Yep. We're off. And part of the reason why I do rush a little bit more doing live streams, one is just I just want to get going. I think this is more, sitting watching me build, I don't think is as much fun as just getting the mission going. But also, if I plan everything else out in meticulous detail, you don't give yourself an opportunity for things to go wrong. Or at least far less of an opportunity for things to go wrong. And in my mind, that's kind of the fun in KSP. Like, my most pleasurable, memorable experience in Kerbal Space Program is when I've overlooked something, when something's gone wrong, when I've done something dumb, and yet I pull the mission out anyway. That's such a satisfying feeling. And sometimes you don't want to plan everything out, you know, to the nth degree. So giving yourself, this is again not pitching over very quickly. Oh well. I think it's a rather stumpy rocket. A little bit. Get back there, get that heading back on 90. I'm going to reduce the throttle. There we go. I do find it funny, this kind of Saturn V type of look that's meant to be like the equivalent, and it's quiet. It's so quiet. Okay. Whoa, whoa, I'm throttling up rather than throttling down. Nothing like having... Oh, the rescue contract. Rescue contract we're going to deal with. That's what the docking ports are for. I have a vessel in orbit about the moon. And that my plan is to get this module onto the station, fuel up that lander, get the lander to go up, and then I got it. No, we'll see. We'll see how much. No, I think again I'm making this up as I go along. Get the lander to go up to the station. At the station, I have another vessel. We'll collect all our Kerbals together. We'll go out. We'll pick up Michael. We'll take those extra docking ports so we can also grab Michael's Hulk, and we're gonna head back. That's kind of the plan. And we'll see how it goes. So the objective here is to get a fuel module. That's objective 1, to get that connected to my base that's on the surface of the moon. Oh, let's do the fairing. Boom. There we go. Still on this initial booster here, and there's a lot of delta V in the next piece too. So we should be pretty good. Saturn V mufflers. Okay, so let's see, 200 meters per second about still left in here. Almost at the end of that. Not too far from getting to our apoapsis too. Okay. Now we're on to this fella. It's just it's not Poodle engine. It's not a Poodle engine. What is it? The Rhino engine. But I'm still keeping the thrust relatively low, letting my periapsis build a little bit. Oh, in fact, we're already in space. Goodness sakes. Oh my gosh. Just put a 0 on there. Display our get our antenna going. Did that antenna deploy? Yeah, it did. It's right there. Alright, I'm going to let this get to 80, and then I'm going to cut the throttle and let myself catch up to my apoapsis just a little bit. Boom. Yeah, so we got docking ports everywhere. There's a docking port here, a docking port here, another docking port here. One of them is to attach this to the base, and the other 2 are for getting Michael's Hulk. Unless I've underthought something, which is always a possibility. Okay, let's time warp here a bit more. A lot of wobbling happening there with the gimbaling on the engine. Okay, throttle up. Just a little bit will do it. A little faster. Good enough. Okay, so I'm gonna just stick this on the normal vector. That's just so when we come around to the sun again, those solar panels will have some exposure. We're about to lose the sun, and now time to plot our trip out to the moon. Well, let's get rid of all of this superfluous information that we really don't need right now. Set as a target. Get her done, as it were. Get her done. Let's focus our view here. Back on the maneuver node. I know one of the things I miss, it's been a long time since I've played KSP2, but I do miss this little widgety tool in KSP2. I really like it. I find I can just set up the maneuvers so much more quickly. But then again, maybe that's just what I'm used to, as opposed to it inherently being a better tool. That's entirely possible. Alright, so we're going to, let me just put the base on here. The base is over here, and it's at a latitude of 28 degrees, so I do need to put myself into an inclined orbit. I also have a station about the moon. That is going to be our destination, so we're going to go here, pick up some Kerbals, and then we're going to go here. That's the plan, but right now, I think that's okay for an initial burn, so little F5, little time warping. Put this onto free mode. And lock that onto the maneuver node. And you might recall, after I completed this burn last time, I had just barely over 200 meters per second left in this stage. I'm clearly going to have significantly more than that this time around. That's mostly due to a mass loss. Lost a whole module at the top. Alright, where are we at? A little closer. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. There we go. Hello from Norway. Hello from Canada. I should also mention while this burn is going that I always like to welcome aboard my most recent Patreon patrons and YouTube members, and my most recent YouTube member, or sorry, Patreon patron is Matt. Welcome aboard, Matt. I'm glad you could make it. That was risky doing that while I was doing a burn. But Matt was worth it. Matt was worth it. Maybe I should watch what I'm doing from over here. So welcome aboard, Matt. Really appreciate the support. Okay, here we go. Boop. Alrighty, and now what we need to do, stick that onto the normal vector again for the solar panels, is a little bit of a correction. It gets a little funky there. There we go. And I'm already coming in a little to the south, so coming a little more towards the south is probably a good idea. Like so. And a little prograde, a little more south, and a little more prograde. Keep an eye on what that is. And the idea here, it always helps to put the moon's orbit edge on, and then your trajectory coming through edge on, so you can get a good feel for this angle. This angle right in here, not to this orange line, but to the moon's orbit, needs to be more than 28 degrees. And going quite a bit more is never a bad idea. Even a little more than that. That should do it. Okay, and we'll go for a periapsis with the moon of around 11-12 kilometers. Something like that, I think. Oh yeah, that's plenty there. And that's so that, you know, we will eventually, as the moon rotates, we'll end up under this orbit. That should be good. Okay, that's that. How do I get the Navball to the side? You know, that's one of my most commonly asked questions is, how does the Navball end over here? So I'll do it, I'll actually show it. Is you go into the settings, and down here in the settings, one of these little sliders is, there it is, Navball position left and right. And you can literally zoom it where you want. You can scale it up and down. That's all there is to it. There's a lot of stuff hidden in those settings. Okay, F5 again. Get out there. Oh, this only tiny little burn. Not going to take 0.8 of a second to do it, so we'll reduce the throttle limit. Oh, I didn't realize that throttle limiter was already set so low. Yeah, I much prefer it off to the side. Well, I mean, KSP2 did. They put that Navball information off to the side, keeps the center clear. I think it does look much better that way. I agree. Here we go. Okay. And we'll perform this guy. No reason to wait for the start burn time to get down to 0 because it was not that time sensitive of a burn. You can take your time with it. Good. You know what? Go a little hot. Yeah, I'm going to go a little higher. I'm going to go up to about 20 kilometers. And the reason for that is that does make it... the higher this is, the easier it is to land more precisely. I should stop with this whole, like, coming in on this silly shallow angle. It's easy. It's a little less efficient, but it is easier to come down more steeply. Okay. F5, let's, again, normal vector. F5. There we go. Hello from Greece! Check your Delta V. I did check the Delta V last time. I was being impatient. Also, last time, my ascent, not that this time it was particularly good, but last time it was worse. And I ended up using more Delta V just getting into orbit about Kerbal than I normally would. So yeah, I'm going to keep making excuses. That's what this is all about. Oh, come on. Let me click there. What if I just did here? Warp to here. There we go. Coming to the moon. Here comes the moon. What was the thing that really killed me last episode other than my impatience was the thrust to weight ratio on this sky crane. So that has been rectified a little bit. Oh. Let's keep you oriented the way you were. Okay. And here we are. Here, let's get rid of the station. Don't need the distraction. That will become important later. Oh, here's where I can look at my inclination and just 46 degrees inclination. Again, it needed to be at least 28, so that piece of it's happy. Okay, that looks alrighty. And am I actually going to be... I've been getting jinxed with this the last couple of times and having to do these sort of duskish type of landings, but I actually think if I go for a landing here, I'm going to be actually in the daylight, which broad daylight, that is good. The other thing I've noticed about the base for the first time is that it is on the far side. Come on, over you go. Oh, I need that higher. 10 second. God, that's a huge engine on there. I bet you I could have put that down to a poodle. Whatever. Now it's going to be longer to that burn. But the base is on the far side of Kerbal, which means that, which is never where you would put a base probably in real life because of the communication issues. But I do have, somebody asked in the Discord just today, about, there's my, that's not my communication network. Where the real, that one, there's my communication network, still operating happily there, see? So it's communicating fine down there with the base. That's not an issue. Okay, let's get ready for this. Time warping. And 3 and 2 and 1 and punch it. Yeah, that is a really powerful engine. I mean, I'm only at like just over 25% on the thrust limiter, and I started with it already reduced. I bet you I could have dropped a poodle on there, but oh well. Oh well, I like to say. Okay. There we go. Very close to 20 by 20. Let's orient this again for those solar panels. And for those people that don't know, I say a lot of the same things, but I know I get new people. Is if you want it to be straight up, that like, which is really funny in space, but with the default orbital camera, right? What is up on your screen is always the same, which is perpendicular to the ecliptic. In other words, Kerbal's orbit about the sun. And if you want to, no matter what your inclination is, get yourself so that you're pointing straight up, and I'm doing that for these solar panels that are up there on the top. Get yourself on the north-south circle. So right now you can see I'm on that orange north line, but it continues right around the Navball and becomes the 180-degree south line on the other side. And just follow that line. You will always end up perpendicular at 2 spots. This one on obviously the opposite spot. Okay. We've got to think about a landing. So I'm going to F5, and oh my gosh, it's tempting, isn't it, to go right here. I was just complaining about dusk landings, but that is really, really tempting just to go for it. It's coming up pretty quick. I could go for it on this side, where it's going to be a nice and bright daylight, but I'm really tempted. I don't think it'll be too dark. You know what? No, no more rushing, no more being dumb. Let's go for a nice... No dusk landings. We're going to go all the way around here. It's doing that weird, which it does sometimes. Oh, what's that one? That is the ion collector. Every once in a while, that kind of, it's busy working away on the surface of the moon, and every once in a while, it just sends a batch of science. Almost all of my science is being converted to funds right now, by the way, because I have completed the tech tree. I don't need the science. Oh, I think I completed a contract. Nope, it just says that it transmitted 40 science. Okay. I'm losing track of what contracts I have anyway. Okay, F5 again. Let's get this. Let's get this and do this. Okay. It's always a little hard to judge here now. Is it on this orbit? I think it's the next orbit I'm going to go for it. I think so. Next orbit. Not this one, this one. Yeah. So I'm going to go about a quarter of an orbit ahead. I'm going to start the descent. Now there's still 624 meters per second left in this stage, so this is going to be able to do most of the heavy lifting here, which is great. So the sky crane itself is not going to be doing a lot. Hopefully. Hopefully. It's always hopefully. Okay. So I'm going to take a look at that. Coming down in nice and steep. Yeah, I think that's pretty... well, a little more. Okay. And do I need to... That's a good question. Do I need to adjust this in a normal direction? I don't know. I think I'm going to be coming pretty close to being right over that base. I think it's going to be pretty good. I think so. I'll come a little higher here. Oh, I should set this as a target. That's always a good plan. Get myself a little closer. Start killing a little bit more speed. I do think I need to come. And again, I'm always planning to overshoot with this. Actually come off the retrograde vector and put a bit on the horizon, and also push the retrograde vector a little bit more so it's underneath that target. I want to bring it that direction a bit, while at the same time killing the speed. Okay, not bad. Maybe a little more. Maybe I should actually look to see what I'm doing too. Put that here. Always switches the target. I hate that. I want it on surface. View on free. There we go. Okay. Oh, I can see it coming. I'm coming. Oh boy, I better gotta start killing speed. Now, one thing that's nice is I got a lot of thrust on this. In fact, I went too far. Not a lot of RCS, or not a lot of turning force, but a lot of thrust. Okay, what's my altitude? Oh, this way. Come on. Oh, and I should turn on Kerbal, and I'm doing too many things all at the same time. Get that, whoops. Oh, not filling people with confidence, I don't think. There's the target icon down there. I see it. Turn off. There we go. Right there. I see it now. Do you see it? See that there? Yep, yep, yep. Okay, so surface speed is that. Let's turn this to that. Over 2 kilometers still of altitude. I'm coming in very steeply, so I'm feeling all right that way. And I got lots of fuel. That's a key to this. Okay. Going to be losing the... Let's actually stage. Gear. Oh boy, this is not wanting to turn. Why are you not wanting? Oh no, we're doing this all over again? Oh! Wow! Wow, I thought, okay. See, I get cocky. I got cocky. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Too much confidence. Too much confidence. I thought I had this all. Oh my god. Okay. And also not enough. Turning things off. Get rid of that. Yeah. Go away. Go away that. Go away that. Go away that. Where are we? Oh, I'm way back here. Oh my god. Oh no, that's not too far back. Okay, we're going to try this again, and I'm going to do this better. That was terrible. Had a terrible time last time, and now I'm having a terrible time this time. You would think I've never landed on the moon before. One more time around. Yep. You just really kill this early. Okay. Let's get this all ready. Yeah, there's not a lot of reaction wheels in here. Where are the reaction wheels? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, now put this on surface. This goes here. That goes on surface. There we go. Set this as a target. Do better. Do better. Okay, F5 again, so I don't have to go back as far again. The last time I got myself into trouble by F5ing too much. And F5'd myself in a situation where I could not recover. That didn't go well. I'm also going to increase the thrust here. Give myself more on that. Yeah, this was not... I guess I shouldn't be surprised. This is not nippy up here. Okay. All right. See, I got to come a little this way. There's a lot of just figuring it out just at the end there. A lot of fiddling with... Okay. Get a little closer. How far are we? 50 kilometers-ish. And do this more cautiously this time. Okay. This switch to target, which is really annoying. I want to keep that on surface. Nope. Going to be playing the KSP2 update tomorrow. Just the turnaround and everything was just a little tight for my liking. How are we doing here? Should be coming pretty close. Okay, I'm going to start pitching up so I don't have as much vertical velocity. I do have actually vertical speed here. I can easily keep track of it. I just don't because, you know... I'm dumb. Oh, I can see the target thing, so that's something. Saying where we're going to be landing. I got concerned also as where this was going to land and try making sure I don't bomb my station. That was the other thing I was thinking about. Or bomb my base with this debris. Okay, where is the target? There's so many icons there. If I go F4, I guess they all disappear, yeah. Oh, I can see it. I can see it. So I'm just going to do this. I'm going to keep track of this vertical speed and not let that drop so much as I was doing before. Oh, that's my targets now. I'm coming short. Dope. Yeah, dope. I'm going to pitch up a little bit. Move that target icon. That's better. And just kind of keep it. Okay. Okay, there's 96 meters per second left in that stage. I don't need to be perfect. This thing can drive. I gotta remember that. Intentionally come a smidge short, so the ground looks nice down there. Okay. Okay, about a kilometer up. Just put it down. That shouldn't be hitting the base. Famous last words. Still not a lot of TWR there. Come on! Oh, for goodness sakes. Oh, so close. So close. Remember I said I wasn't going to let it fall over? That was some famous last words there. Where's the RCS blocks? Remember I hid them in here? There's one. Yeah, it's not going to stand up. Okay. Oh my gosh. If I ever do this again... Yeah, I landed. I thought I was all over it that time. Again, gotta remember there's not a lot of thrust to weight in this here. It's way less than you think. I was taking it way too easy. Oh, I should set that target again. Lost the target. Oh, it is set. Okay. Guess I'm just not close enough yet. No, that should be higher. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Put that on surface. F5ing again. Now I wished I put the full-size RCS blocks on the top, yes. It still would have been a pretty tough thing. I mean, this is such a tall thing. You know, I'm not making it easy on myself, which is obvious. Shouldn't have built this. There was no reason. Well, I guess it's got all those solar panels on it. How far are we now? 60 kilometers. Okay, watch that vertical speed. That's what I said last time, but... All right. Now, I'm not sure if I can see the target there or not. I don't think I can. Okay, let's do this. If I'm talking a little less, it's because I'm trying to concentrate a little more so I don't have to do this again. Okay, 300, just under 300 meters per second left on that. I do not see the target icon there. Well, it's still well past. Okay. Here, cut. I'm going to drop from a higher altitude this time. See if that helps. My horizontal speed, yeah, it's still mostly horizontal I'm doing. Cut a bit more. There's my target icon. I see it coming now. Boom, 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 boom. It's coming, sneaking in, sneaking in, sneaking in. A little short, boom. We are very high. Very high off the surface. Okay, cut. Let's just get rid of the rest of the fuel here and get down. Okay, stage, gear, throttle. Stay on surface. Okay, cut throttle, come on. Just going to keep it locked on retrograde and just watch my speed, which is what my problem was before. There's tons of fuel. Don't be worried. Don't be worried. Come on, slow down. See, I can just coast down at this speed now. Why wasn't I doing it like this before? I don't know, because I'm an idiot. Ta-da! It's there. She's there. Okay, we're going to do a very quick F5. Very, very quick F5. Now, we're a long way off from the station. Yeah, because I wasn't really... I'm going to try and drive there. I don't have a ton of monopropellant because... Yeah, well. Let's see how this works. So I did a quick save in case this goes really bad. We're going to control from here. Now, I'm going to... I think I put them on... Oh, I've forgotten. 1. I did. Little wheelies. Lift up the little wheelies like that. We're going to retract our landing gear. This is going to really want to fall over. It is the... No, that... Okay, A and D are steering. Q and E are tilty. Okay, so RCS on. And we're going to push. And it is a long drive. Why did I make this so hard on myself? Because I just wanted to get down to the surface. That's why. Okay. So this thing clearly is something that's going to want to fall over. That doesn't take much to say, but I just got to keep an eye on this horizon and keep it horizontal. And that's done with the Q and E keys. So I just need to kind of remember that. And it's thankfully very flat. It's thankfully very flat. I see a rock coming. I should probably try and avoid that. A little bit of steering. It wants to fall over to the right, and I'm preventing it from doing that. Now it probably wants to, when I steer that way, it wants to fall over the other way. I guess that shouldn't be too surprising. Oh, electric charge. Thank you. Yep. Yep, my electric charge is doing very badly. This should solve that problem. That's because I'm really putting a lot onto that. On the reaction wheels are doing a lot of work right now. This is the dumbest thing. A little more speed. Okay. Base is within sight. My wobbly little car. And when we get there, we're going to have to get Bill out, and he's going to have to do a little bit of work on this thing so we can dock them together. Maybe slow down a smidge. Not using the brakes, just using N and RCS. Oh, I got lights. Where? Oh, my lights went out because of the electricity, of course. There we go. Okay, I can see. Let's slow down. I want to steer a little bit to the left here. Okay, full reverse on the RCS. Oh, it really doesn't want to. Oh, I'm out of monoprop. That's why. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We're gonna give a little bit of a brakes. Oh my god, I'm trying to. I did not put enough monoprop on it. Stop. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I ran out of monopropellant. I should have put more on. Okay, let's deploy those landing gears, see if we can get that to... They're sliding a bit here. Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Okay, okay, that's good enough. Stop. Quick save. Quick save. Bill, we need you, Bill. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, Bill's got some work to do. There's no doubt about that. So, first things first. Oh, here, hide this and just turn off Kerbal Engineer altogether. There we go. Bill's going, what the heck? This is a disaster. Okay, let's take, can he reach, where are they're right here. I don't know if he can reach those. Want to give it some monoprop back. Still gonna need to drive a bit. Oh, we need the wrenchy tool. It's just out of reach. Okay, so Bill, close this. Up you go. Well, whatever you do, Bill, do not knock this thing over. Good job. I want that. Okay, and then we can close this again. Back down there, Bill. Grab that. Grab it. Oh, wait, I got to do that. Go to here. And then I should be able to get onto the base. That's the rover. Whoa, don't hop like that. You freaked me out. Okay, and I should be able to just fill this from somewhere. Oh, this thing has a drill. I could have just... Oh, well. I could have just made some monoprop. But I do have monoprop in here. Yep, so just out. There we go. Why not mine new monoprop? Yes, that's coming up in the chat. Yeah, Maximilian, you're 100% right. But this is working. Boom, boom. Yeah, okay. And now we can grab this and put it back, and it really doesn't matter where it goes. Anywhere is fine. That works good. Okay, I also want these docking ports. That one. We're going to have to find somewhere to... Okay, just put it there for now, Bill. And I guess, can you reach this one way over here at the back? Oh, wait, actually, I need the one... Okay, no, keep that one. This one's the one I need to get this one out of the way anyway. So stick that there. And now what we're going to do is start to build the sort of connector tube that's going to connect these two together. So that goes there. Now there's a decent chance that this thing's going to be a little front heavy, that when I take these landing gear away that this is going to fall forward. So I'm going to do a quick save before that happens. Okay. But that construction's done. Well done, Bill. Okay. Let's get you... Oh, we still got his EVA pack on. Now, there are some storage containers on here. I'm hoping... Those are the... Oh, there's all kind... Bill, this is an SQ... No, what are these containers? SQ3. Oh, I guess he's only seeing one of them. There's the other SQ. Okay, I got lot... Okay, let's take these lights out. Just making some room. I want this. Will it fit in? It will. It is way too big. Okay, it's not going to fit in there. But these are going to have to stick on the lander somewhere. Oh my gosh, I did not think this through. I did not think this through. Okay. Grab that. That is an ugly thing, and there. All right. Isn't there... Oh, yeah, the docking port's there, of course. Of course there's a docking port. Okay, we'll see what we can do. Okay. Close that, close that. Bill, get inside. Get inside, Bill. Board. Okay. All right, F5 again, because now what we got to do is join this. Let's get on that. Join these two together. So we're going to, the wheels are still down, so we can drop F5. Can drop our landing gear, raise our landing gear. We're going to turn. We're going to control from here. I'm rolling. Rolling, rolling. This way. It's not falling forward. I guess that's something. don't know why, but the steering feels backwards. Okay. Oh, shoot. Meant to hit N. I think it's a little downhill, so it wants to kind of slow down anyway. Okay. Now spin you around, spin you around. Nope, needs to come a little more forward still. Come on, you want right in there. That's not gonna work. Okay. Straighten out here a bit. Oh, the magnet's got it. The magnet's got it. It doesn't want to let go. Oh, wiggle you in. Wiggle you in. Wiggle you in. Oh, yeah. There you go. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we are! Oh, my God. What a thing. Okay, we're going to lower these landing gear. And we're going, mission accomplished. We're going to retract those wheels. Track those wheels. So it looks all good, like I never did something so janky to begin with. And yeah. Okay, let's start doing some resource harvesting. So we're going to extend these radiators. I never did put those ones on an action group. Oh, we should get rid of the sky crane. That should be first. Retract. I'm going to retract everything while we get rid of the sky crane. Okay. And there is some fuel here. It does not need, just needs enough fuel to hop over somewhere and crash into the moon, so shouldn't be much. Might as well get the lander to take what it can. Here we go. Oh my goodness. At least that part's done. Okay, well, I got a big old fuel can over here. We might as well dump some of it in there. And then we got these Oscar Bs. Let's empty just a couple of these Oscar Bs, and then I think I'm good. Let's empty that one. Empty the one on the other side. Oh, shoot, that was dumb. So I just put them into here. Let's get rid of this. We'll be able to make as much fuel as we need, so there's no reason to get picky here. So, what I want to do is find that decoupler. There's a decoupler here somewhere. There it is. And that's good, that's good. So I should be able to just decouple this and throttle up and go. Oh, I'm sorry. I see the problem. I'm not on the right thing. There we are. Aha! I'll find that out. Okay, bye-bye. That is gone. Oh, no, I can't switch back to... There. Back on the base. Okay, okay, okay. Now we can extend all this. Extend. 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 This thing needs a lot of electricity. Okay. There we go. And what I do with the drills? Did I put it on 2? That seems to be in my head, 2. There they go. Now I didn't put, that was just the deployment. That should have also turned on these radiators. Yes. So now we should be able to start harvesting. Now, before I actually start, let's get out our contracts. Here. I do have a contract to harvest 600 units of ore, so before I start doing and turning on the harvester, we're going to do that piece of it. And let's see, where's our ore counter there? And once that gets to 600, there, That's it. Okay, contract is complete. We can close that. We'll get to rescuing Michael next. But now we can take this and we can start making liquid fuel and oxidizer. And we're gonna fill this all up. We got a fuel tank here. We want to fill our lander. I do want to keep some track of the sun because I know I don't have a really good idea with that I have done in the past, and I just didn't think about it this time, is to put fuel cells on this, and you can use a tiny bit of this fuel to fuel this thing through the night. But I did not. Oh, we are running out of electric charge. Wow, that's amazing. I think one of these, this guy's shadowed, isn't it? Yes. Okay, the bottom one's being shadowed by the top one. Oh, well, that's okay. So, where are we here? That's full. What I'm gonna do? Let the... Is this full of ore now? No. Let's start these again. And let's take this and start making some mono... Well, actually, probably... I want to just fill this up again. So that's full. That's empty. That's full. Okay, so let's... We're close. I'm not going to stick around for this thing to be done. I'm just going to fill up the lander and we're going to bolt. Why am I not getting... Oh, because I'm clicked on the landing legs here, silly. There we go. There. There. Out. Fill up our monopropellant on the lander and get the lander all full. Does this go in the background if you just leave it alone? I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. Oh, the contract is complete even if I'm converting the ore? Okay, thanks. I did not know that. Either way, it got done. Okay, how are we doing? Monoprop. Filling that monoprop up. Okay, that's good. Stop. Stop, stop. If our lander's full, I think I'm just going to bolt. That's full. I think that's all there is. There's just the one tank, isn't it? Liquid fuel. Oh, the Munar excursion vehicle needs some liquid fuel. Okay, that's easy. Come back to here. Why am I having trouble clicking on the tank? Oh, it's way up there. That comes off. There we go. Out and out. Oh yeah, there's an engineer, Philip, I think. They're both in the hab module. But I think our lander is now full. This thing's still working away. Still doing liquid fuel and oxidizer. Yeah, it is. Okay, we're gonna bolt. I'm gonna leave this alone and we're gonna bolt. So I need to transfer crew. So Phil, get on in here. And Bill, get on in there. Let's check our cargo situation. Oh, okay. Okay, there's repair kits in there. And then there's something here too. There's nothing in there. Okay, we're just going to leave everything else down there. Alright, so let's retract our ladder. Oh, before I get carried away, let's stop the harvester just for a little bit. It's charging up again. Start that surface harvesting on that one. Okay. If we're gonna go back to the station's in a polar orbit. We gotta wait until the station's over our heads. Silly person. There we go. So, oh my gosh! Oh, we just missed it. Oh, we just missed it. Fine. Okay, fine. Do I want to make the inclination change? I don't. Thought about it, but I don't. Okay, electric charge is coming back up. Probably start making more liquid fuel and oxidizer. Okay. Oh, our liquid fuel and oxidizer is full. We can turn that off and start making some monopropellant, but I think we're going to fill up on all our resources in not too much time. You're leaving the docking port on the lander? Yeah. The docking ports for the... it'll all make sense. It'll all make sense very soon. What I need the docking ports for. Because I got to pick up this guy. See him? That's I'm going for him. But first things first. Okay, wait. I am full on everything. So we're going to shut everything down. So that was a 2, was it not? And we're going to shut this down. Okay. Alright, now I can time warp and get this done. So we're going to go to this station. We're going to transfer everybody into a different vehicle. We're going to take those docking ports with us, and we're going to head back to Kerbal, and we're picking up Michael on the way. That is the plan. I think... Yeah. Okay. So one thing to really pay attention to if you're rendezvousing with something in a polar orbit is which way it's going. Notice that it's going to the north when it's over us. So when we launch, we have to go to the north. Really easy to kind of go the wrong way. And every time I say it's really easy to do something, it's because, yes, I have done that. Okay, we are undocking. We are getting out of here. Let's go. So we need to kind of back away a bit. So we're going to deploy these wheels. Oh, I'm still time warping. Extend the wheels. And extend the wheels. This went the same as... Same plan with all of this docking. Where are the wheels? Aim camera. Where are the other wheels? There they are. Alright, there we go. Retract these landing gear. Retract the ladder. Okay, and then we're going to undock. Okay, and just control from here temporarily. R, we're going to SAS on. We're going to back away. That's good. Okay, gear, RCS off. We can take off from here. What? 1, 2? Did I put them on 2? Nope, that's the ladder. 1. I have no idea what I put these on. Maybe 9? I don't know. Let's retract them manually. That's the problem with action groups. You always end up forgetting what you did. Okay, 2 was the ladder, right? 2 was the ladder, right? 1 was the ladder, right? Oh my god. Okay, fine, whatever. There we go. Alright, so we are going control from here. And we should have... I didn't toggle any torques or... No, we should have reaction wheels and all that stuff. Okay, so... I'm going to F5. And we just got to launch towards the north, so we're going to... Stage. Is that engine engaged? Activate engine. Okay, and go. Bye-bye, station. It was a nice visit, but we're done with you. Get ourselves a little over 10 there we go. That's good enough. Now, are our lights on? There we go. Lights are on. All our resources are good. Yeah, you can definitely put, I'm sorry, I can't, SN POG. You can definitely put science onto an action group so you don't have to right-click on all the science bits. I'm one of these weird people that actually enjoy right-clicking on all the science bits. I don't have an explanation for that. You're going back onto orbit. So the idea with this lander is that it is reusable. That I can use that resource station back there to keep filling it up, land in different places, come back to here. Little trick. It's got a lot. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about it. Could have been thought better. I need to get fuel up to that station, but that's all going to be for a future time. That's not for a now time. Okay, just about in an orbit. Then we got to get ourselves to the station. Now, I paid no attention to where the station was, because I'm more concerned with getting my inclination with the station as low as possible and launching at the right time than I am about actually actually going directly into a rendezvous. How about putting it on there? So again, we'll do this for solar panel purposes. Okay. And our station, let's set that as a target. Actually, it might not be... Oh no, we're going faster. Okay, this is not good. Not good, not good. Now, what's our relative inclination? Only 0.6 degrees, so that's going to be fine. But I think we're going to be missing by quite a bit. We're going to have to do some orbits. Whoops, why did I push that so far? Okay. And go to here and start popping ahead orbits. Boink, 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 boink. That was one too many. Ooh. Oh, I popped ahead in orbit. I meant to pop ahead 1 second. Oh, gotta go back some time. Alright, I got 200 meter separation there. That's obviously going to be fine, but we are going to have to do a few orbits in the meantime. So that's that. So again, an F5 and get to that. Yeah, it's a lot easier to refuel at the station. It just means getting the ore up from the moon up to the station or getting fuel up to the moon, which I could do. I could actually just build a really big lander. This is the part that I was sort of thinking about. If I were to carry on with this idea, is to build basically just a fuel barge that can take the harvesting that's being done and then just take all that fuel up to the station and fuel up the station. You could also put the harvester on the station. I'm not sure which way is the more efficient way to do it. I gotta turn down this throttle limiter. But that's for a future time. That's for a future time. That's not for today. For today, I want to get everybody heading home. That's what for today is. Alright, just gonna wait till about, yeah, and then we'll go to half throttle here. And what I'm really gonna look at is my intersect distance once that information starts showing up. There we go, and we'll get that as low as I can. A little bit of puffs of RCS to finish off. 195, 188. I saw 188, 193. That's fine. This can go away. Again, orient this a little bit. For solar panel purposes. Is it me or is... Oh, no, that makes sense. Okay. This maneuver node can go away. Okay, we're going to be there in about 24 minutes. I honestly have never done a ton of resource harvesting in this game. Mostly because by the time you're doing that, I'm getting close to the end of the tech tree and I just... That's usually around, I've said it before, that's usually around the time when I say, I'm going to start another game and a different batch of mods and all that kind of stuff. So I'm much deeper in my game than I normally would be. Something whipping by there. Is that our station? I don't think so. Must be. Yep. That's our station up there. What's whipping down here? Oh, maybe... Is that on the surface? I don't know. Don't know. Doesn't matter. Definitely not on the surface. Anyway, pay attention. Mun Station, coming up. Yeah, the idea is that this thing would dock here and still have enough Delta V to get back to the base, but to be honest, it does. But that's the only thing it can do is go between the base and the station. Yeah, I do need some fuel on this, some kind of fuel reserve on the station. So, something for the future. And I think, although it's been a long time since I've been here, I think Jebediah is aboard. If I am not mistaken. Slow down, you hot dog. Okay, where... Oh my god, I've so forgotten what this station's like. Where should I... Oh yeah, I have this whole plan of bringing an asteroid here that I've forgotten about. Okay, right here. That's my target. On the other side, set as a target. Okay. So we gotta... Let's sneak below the station. So that means I need to push that retrograde vector that way. Control from here. Do the rest of this with RCS. That way. Yep. So I'm coming to this docking port just over here on the other. I guess this one would have been easier, but yeah, and I left these great big giant ones on here because I had this idea I would be expanding on this station with something someday, but I never did. There must be a scientist aboard too. There has to be. I have a lab. I would have put a scientist aboard. Okay, RCS on. Get ourselves going in the right direction. This might be easier on orbit view. Yes, there we go. That looks better. You can see now I'm going to miss this way. Oh, I can see now. There we go. Okay. We're coming in. Home sweet home. These guys were on the surface, I think, for quite a long time. Alright, let's see what the, so, I must have... Does that mean there's science here to transmit? Yeah, 82 science to transmit. So let's, we're going to stop our research because we're going to bail everybody. And transmit that science back home. Goody, good, good. So who's aboard here? Who do we have? We have Bob's aboard there. And up here we must, I think it's Jebediah. Oh, it's Valentina. Okay. Anyway, everybody's going to get aboard this ship. We're going to get out of here. Bob. We have Phil over here. Transfer crew. And we have Bill. Now, Bill's going to have to bring over these docking ports. Now, what kind of storage... Oh, I do have bigger storage containers. Okay, let's see if we can... I'm hoping I can get the docking ports stowed in there so it doesn't just look like heck on a stick, if you know what I mean. Okay, let's get Bill. Where are you, Bill? Oh, can I level people up, by the way? Nah. Phil got some experience, but no leveling. Alright. Bill. We're going to clear some space in some of these cargo containers. And then we're going to... There we are. Like, why? There's so much stuff on here. Okay, I guess we can just throw these. Can you not access these from outside? Do they have to only be accessed from inside? Or maybe I gotta put it on Bill? I don't know. Go back to here. Now I don't have access to them at all. Okay, how the heck do I access these things? Nope, the ones on this side. They're in... Oh, they're in there. Okay. Yes, that's all I wanted to do. Why wouldn't you let me do that? Okay, Alt, and grab all of them. Put them in there. Okay, good. Now, Bill, we're going to get those... Oh, I have a translation. I don't like the look of that. There it goes. We're going to grab these docking ports. Just going to stick them somewhere, anywhere. I just want to stow them on that ship. Then we got to go find... And what I'm hoping is that I can put them into that large storage container. Or I can leave them stuck to the side of the ship like that. That'll work too. But hopefully I can make it look a little cleaner. Can I put you... Oh, it's still too big! Oh my gosh, fine. Okay, be that way. Also, I'm wondering, why do I need so many? I don't know what I'm doing. I only need the one. I need to put one docking port onto... Oh, I know why. I think I know what I was thinking about. Okay. We'll grab this anyway. Alright, Bill, get aboard. Or did I just cover up your hatch? I don't think I did. I think it's down here. There he is. Okay. Alright, where is you? Michael's Hulk. So you can see it's a little bit of a fun transfer. A tad. What do we got here? 103-degree inclination difference. No time like the present. There is no time like the present to get this started. So what we're going to do is we're going to undock. And how much delta V? I have 11,000 or 1,151 meters per second of delta V. Activate that engine. That has got to get me to Michael, and I got to leave me enough to get home. We'll see how it goes. I mean, it's going to be what it's going to be. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to obviously need to make a massive inclination change, but the first step in all this is going to be to... we're going around that way. Okay, this has got to be over here. There we go. We're coming around this way. We're going to match... Let me think. No, you know what? This will have me rendezvousing at the night. I don't want to do that. Let's rendezvous in the day. So I'm going to push that ahead in orbit. This is going to be over here. Yeah. And... oh my gosh, we're coming close to a rendezvous, even though that's not my goal. So the goal of all this is I'm going to push this out so just that this matches up with the orbit right at the AN. That's all I'm going for. The fact that these are as close together as they are is just a coincidence. I'm not going to take advantage of it because our relative speed is, what is that? 723 meters, 27 meters per second. I don't want to do that. So at this point, I'm going to push out my Apple axis way out and do a plane change way out here, because that will be the cheapest place to do it. But I'm thinking that is pretty good for now. Now, I have not flown this guy in a while. Okay, I can see it's just like that. Okay, that's cool. SAS on. There's probably reaction wheels somewhere. There they are. Toggle torque. Good, good, good. Get ready to solar panel this. I need at least 2 docking ports. One, yeah, there's a docking port already on the ship, but I don't know. I don't have a plan for getting the Hulk down yet. The Hulk. Because I need to have a separate thing that I can hook. It's got to get all the way down to the surface of Kerbal, and I have no plan for that. Okay, so right around here, I want to just avoid the station. So what I'm going to do here... just to get away from the station, is point myself a little retrograde. Just do a little bit of RCSing. Got a lot of monoprop. That's enough. Okay, and the purpose of that was simply just to... so when I come around again, I won't be close to where the station is. I think I have to do 2 more orbits, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So F5. And let's just do that. Or an orbit and a half, sorry. Yeah, there we go. Okay, lock that onto the vector. Is this still more or less what I want? I think so. Yep. Build a space construction vehicle and turn it into a functional space. You know what? Right now, I'm just into Kerbal's getting home. Kerbal's getting home, and then tomorrow is KSP2. That's the plan. Okay. I'm happy just to get that base finally done. That was getting more and more on my nerves. Okay, so this now... this is where I'll find out just how much this is all going to cost. And I got to leave myself at least a few hundred meters per second to get back to Kerbal. And so what we're going to do is we're going to push this out as far as it will go. And if I don't have the fuel for this, I'm going back to Kerbal anyway. And I'm going to be just... shoot, I think I just put in some normal by mistake. I did. There we go. If I don't have the fuel for this, I'm just going to go straight back to Kerbal now. And we'll have to leave Michael for another day. And then I'm going to come out here. Add a maneuver, and we gotta match planes. Where is my 102? Is it this way that makes it? That's gonna make it worse, isn't it? Yep, this way. And then retrograde, and then more normal. So now you can place your bets. Will I have the fuel to do this? I might not. But this will give me the idea. So I'm bringing down that inclination as much as I can. It's all normal and retrograde when you do these big plane changes. Closer that can be to 0, the better. It's a little deceptive. Let's go to here. Going by the numbers more than anything. Yeah, a little more on the anti-normal. Okay, that's giving me a pretty good idea. So, this is it's 173 meters per second, and then our encounter speed. I mean, the separation's huge, but it's the encounter speed that's the thing that determines how much this is going to cost. I think I'm going to be okay. Well, it's going to be the same as what I'm doing here. About 173 is this burn, and then the rendezvous won't be that much different than that. I got to look at maneuver 2. Sorry, here we go. It is... Oh, it's just whatever the Pythagorean theorem says when you put these two together. So the second maneuver is going to be, I don't know, something less than 180. I think I'm golden. I'm golden. I'm good. I'm not going to worry about it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Slew it. Okay, so on our way. This ship has no ablator. Note, this ship will not land on Kerbal. At the station, there is a space plane to take everybody back down to the surface. I'm starting to think this is going to be too ambitious just for today, but let's just find ourselves, Michael, and might be calling it a day at that point. So, back on here. Yes, this thing can't land on the surface. The whole idea of what I've been doing the last little while with this series is making all the ships 100% reusable. So that's the idea of this, is that it just runs around the Kerbal system between the Moon, Minmus, and the Kerbal, and I got a space plane to get from Kerbal Station down to the surface. Again, 100% reusable. So a lot of vessels, but in the end it saves you a lot of money, because if you just keep these vessels fueling, you know, using the resource harvesting, you hardly end up spending any money and you can scoot all over the place. Okay, we are... Is this at full throttle? It is. So it's a 29-second burn here. Three, and 2, and 1, and go. It switched over to target because I know I'm pretty close to Michael right now. He's not there. There he is. We did not miss him by very much, but our relative velocity is just too big. We'll be back for you, Michael. Don't worry about it. But that's going to have to be... We're going to have to first go farther away, and then we'll come back. And there's nothing precise about this burn, so I don't have to worry about too much. It's just kind of an arbitrary distance out. There we go. Okay, and now we got a 135 meter per second burn that clearly I'm going to have to tweak. That's what's always going to end up happening. Then again, I never did this too accurately anyway. So out at apoapsis, which I'm... Yep, that's looking pretty good. Let's find that maneuver node and do some tweaking. So I can see here... This way, yeah, a little of this. A little of that. I want to get my inclination as low as it will go. Now I can see here that if I want to get it lower, you need to have the burn, this maneuver, right in the same plane as the orbit that you're targeting. And it looks to me Like I need to come a little... Which way around are we going? We're going that way. I need to come a little later, I think. So let's see if that helps. So if I go... No, a little earlier. Yes, that's bringing down the inclination further. I can definitely up the scale, though, because we're moving very slow out there. Which is the whole point. Oh, well, I get the AN in the right spot. That tells me, yeah. If the ANs were right here, then that tells me I'm doing this right. Yep. Okay, next. I think I need a little bit more. Is it this one? Nope, that's the wrong way. That's the right way. That's got our inclination down to 0, but I just need to... Nope, it's gotta come this way. There. A little in. It's sort of funny because the roles of the normal and the prograde end up switching. Okay, we're so close now. I don't think I need to. Oh, look at that. That. Oh, I'm happy. That's it. Okay, and then we'll come in here and we'll rendezvous with him. All right, so this burn is 137, but we're way out far away. Way out far away. Let's get out there. Coming over the top of the moon. Yeah, we're really... This is going to be... Oh, there's some more of that ion collector sending more science back home. So we're way far away from the moon now. Go. And the main point of this burn is to bring our... Basically, this is a great... I'm going to watch it from here because this is what we can watch the big plane change we're going to make. Okay. A little closer here. Yeah, this is like a bonus mission now. You came here thinking it was going to be all about a moon base? No, we got other stuff happening too. Okay, so 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. I'm going to do a great big flip. Periapsis is going to dip into the moon, but then it comes back out. At least it better. Try and finish this off as precisely as I can. How close does that look? A little more. Look more at the two orbits than anything. Okay, what's our relative inclination here? 0.1 degrees. I'm fine with that. I think I actually maybe overdid it a little. Is that probably what happened? What if I back off a bit with RCS? Yes, look at that. There we go. Okay, so next is we're not going to be hitting a rendezvous. So what we want to do... Actually, again, we're coming reasonably close to him on this pass. We're only missing him by this time 212 kilometers, but what we're going to do is we're going to add a maneuver here. This is going to be retrograde, and you can see that close encounter indicator spinning round and round and round, and what we want to do is get it going around as many times as we can. I think that was the last one. Yep. So then we're going to come back to prograde until those two orange guys are close together. Or maybe the orange and the purple, actually. I think it's actually the purple ones that are going to be closer together. Right here. And we're going to close that close encounter distance in. It's very tiny little burn here. Oh, look at that separation, 0.0, so that's a 66 meter per second burn, and then our encounter speed is 77 meters per second, so those two together is what we're gonna get us there. Okay, again, we'll orient this for solar panel purposes. Again, find that north circle, and just follow it until you're perpendicular to this whole galaxy thing that's happening. Beautiful. Okay, F5. Get down there. Speaking of swapping normal and other for polar orbit, I have trouble with the polar probe staying in the orientation towards the sunlight consistently. I can't figure it out. In game, I don't really see a way to do that. As Kerbal makes its way around the sun, the plane of a polar orbit, so for instance this orbit here, the station, let's say, is going to remain the same, fixed with the stars, but because the planet's moving, it will not stay always in the sunlight. There are definitely tricks that real satellites use to stay in that halo orbit, that orbit that always keeps it in the sun, but that involves n-body physics and the fact that the Earth is not a perfect sphere. It is lumpy and its gravitational field is not perfectly symmetrical. You can't do that in KSP, so I see no way to fix that there, bow chicka honk honk. But it's a good question. It's one of those things I just don't think you can do in KSP. Not without all kinds of corrections all the time. Okay, 2, 1, and go. Here we go. Again, I'm just looking at my encounter distance. It's the second one. Oh. Okay, what happened there? This is lying to... Oh, I'm not on the... I was looking at the wrong numbers. Let's see. Can I back off with RCS? Stupido. I was looking at my apoapsis periapsis and... There, 89 meter separation now. I'm cool with that. I was looking at the wrong numbers here and wondering why I wasn't getting what I needed. Again. So we're going to be there in 2 hours and 16 minutes. So again, for people that are new to this here, let's turn off the station because it's just confusing everything. In fact, let's turn everything off. So we are now in this blue orbit. And I think... should F5 again. I think Michael here is going to actually do a couple of orbits while we kind of hang out there. Makes me feel like I could have gotten this blue orbit smaller. But then we're going to be coming around and we're going to be matching up. And because of time warping, these are messed up. They're right now. Oh, I was going for the purple ones before, but now I'm going for that. Fine, I don't care. Whatever. It all works. Oh, I think that's Michael right there coming at us. That's one of the remaining bugs here, is that messes up when you time warp. Get ourselves a little closer. Okay, we're about 2 minutes away. Put this on target. Now when I want it to go to target, it doesn't. What else is new? We got about an 80 meter per second encounter speed here. See, we can knock some of this velocity off. I'm doing this, and at the same time watching this distance. Always watch that distance. If you notice it's starting to go up, kind of point yourself a different way. If all of a sudden, whoops, I'm noticing this time to is getting very, very large. Is that right? Now it says 19. Okay, no, that's not right. Oh, I just lost that one. Oh, you're a bumhead. Just lost this close encounter. I don't know why. Okay, I'm going to try and see if we can match velocity with him anyway. We're getting really close to him. This is lying to me. Well, I mean, it's now giving us... We lost the one encounter, but it looks pretty much like we're going to be really close right around here. It's just not showing it because it's being a stinky bottom. So I'm going to see if we can get this to work for us anyway. It's going to keep... See what happens. Let me come in a little closer. Sometimes orbital mechanics is complicated. Okay, we're coming in pretty close, so I'm definitely going to want to start slowing down here yet. We got a very high relative velocity with them. I'm just going to kind of... Oh, it's come back. It's come back. See that? Except we're really just noticing this time here. It's 21 seconds. More throttle, more throttle, more throttle. There we go. I'm pushing the time up. It's fine. Does not like what I'm doing here. We're all good. Yeah, it still keeps disappearing every once in a while. 45, 50. Okay, cut. We're good. Oh, it thinks I've already... That could be Nathan's mentioning that it probably lost that encounter because it figured I was close enough. Took it away, even though I was nowhere near matching velocities. That's okay. We're coming within 6 meters in 38 seconds. And we get to meet Michael, who will be our newest Kerbonaut. And I think I think he's in a cupola module, if I am not mistaken. You can actually, somebody pointed this out to me in a comment, and I missed it. Or I missed it. It actually pointed it out in the chat and then repeated it in the comments. Is that once you accept the contract, if you go into... Okay, we're still closing in, right? Yeah. This is all messed up. If you go into the astronaut complex... Oh, I see what I did. I'm going way too slow. Let's get up and close. If you go into the astronaut complex, you can actually see that Kerbal, and it'll tell you what kind of vessel. They'll be in there that they're assigned a mission, and you'll be able to see what kind of craft they're in and everything. It tells you. I did not know that. So that's how I knew this was a cupola module as I was coming in, which is nice. We should be able to attach a docking port on here really nicely. Just going to come in. Sneak in beside here a little bit. And I think you can also see what class they are, and I'm pretty sure... I know Michael's not an engineer because I know that's what I wanted, and I didn't get what I want, and I was disappointed. But what else is new? I'm used to being disappointed. But we'll go out there, we'll take a... Actually, probably leave Michael in it for now until we have it docked. That might not be a bad idea. Because I think as soon as Michael might hop out and send this thing tumbling. So I kind of want to avoid that. Come in a little closer. And Bill's gonna get out. Bill's my hardest working Kerbal. There's no doubt about it, because he's my only engineer. Okay, Bill, out you go. Oh, can he reach this far? Probably not. That'd be funny if he could. Where are we? Which button am I looking for? Oh, I EVA bomb, for goodness sakes, you dope. Let's get in closer. Get in a little closer here. So maybe Bill won't have to actually do anything. That'd be kind of funny. Like, won't have to actually... Can just do it hanging on to the ships, what I'm trying to say. Okay. Bill this time. Bill, not Bob. Bill. Okay. Grab a docking port. Alt, and I think it's... Oh, I saw it there for a second. It's being weird. Isn't that weird? There! Cool. Get back aboard, Bill. You're a star. And then we're going to control from here, and we're going to set this as a target. And we're going to have to roll this way. Or yaw. Not roll. Yaw. Back away. Am I gonna clonk that with my fins? I don't think so. My rate or my what are those things? Air brakes. Air brakes are there besides looking cool. They're there to help me aerobrake into low Kerbal orbit. But I like them because they look good. And that's important too. Oh, I think am I pushing the wrong one? Nope, that's good. Ah, now I see it. See the target icon there? As soon as you see that, you just gotta kind of mosey your way along. Close. This makes me feel good after all of those terrible moon landings. I actually feel like I know what I'm doing a little bit. Had to do something that I know I'm reasonably good at, not something I'm terrible at with powered landings. Okay, where's Michael? Where's Michael? Where's Michael? Michael S. Kerman, scientist. Yep. Okie dokie. Let's transfer Michael into here. And we'll do Bill one more time. Because this was the whole plan with that other docking port. Is that... Whoops. Was that it goes on this side. And it's being particular. WAS... Okay, there we go. Just going to stick it on like that. There we go. That's fine. Get aboard, Bill. And then that way, I can dock it with the station without having to let it go. That kind of thing. That's all it is. So we got to return Michael. We got to return Michael's Hulk. We got to get ourselves to Kerbal Station. Let's set up that burn. And then I think I'm probably going to be calling this. So there's Kerbal Station down there. We are going to be doing a... You can see we have a lot of delta V, 610 meters per second. There's a ton of fuel on Kerbal Station, by the way, to refuel this thing. That fuel wasn't done through any kind of resourcing. It was just hauled up from Kerbal's surface. But there's a lot there. I know there is. At least there sure as heck better be. Okay, so... oh, I am way into Kerbal's atmosphere here. That's not a good look. Actually, let's unset this target. View from here. That's what I want. Okay. Just find that the best spot here. That's pretty darn good. And I always find coming back and aerobraking from either the moon or Mimbus about 45 kilometers works well for me. It's not low enough in the atmosphere that it causes things to explode, but it's low enough to significantly reduce your altitude, which is the whole point, without having to spend any fuel. There we go. Alright. Oh, we're going to have to make another plane change here. Alright, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Okay. That burn's coming up in 50 minutes. Let's just do it. Lock that onto here. That's still full. Yep. We are going to have to make a plane change, which shouldn't be an issue. But I think what I'm going to do, though, is set these folks on their way. Get everybody. There's 6 Kerbals can fit in this thing, by the way. Oh, Michael's just a bowl of static. Can we get Michael back? There she is. Okay. Closer. And okay, and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and go. Okay, there we are. We are off. Heading home, everybody. Heading home. And while we're finishing off the burn, just going to remind people I am going to take a little bit of break from this series. I don't know. We'll see what happens in the future. A lot of it depends on how good For Science is for KSP2. And speaking of which, I know that just dropped today, just a few hours ago. But I am going to be streaming it tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm going to be jumping into KSP2 with the For Science update, with the plan, sorry, I'm getting close to the end of the bird, of doing it blind. I'm avoiding information about it as best I can. I want to go in there, I want to have a fresh experience, and I want to share that experience with you, and you can get my honest reaction. I've not played a lot of KSP2 in recent months. I think that's probably for fairly obvious reasons. Let's finish this off with some RCS. Nice. There we go. Okay. All right. But I'm hoping, like all of us, that, who knows, maybe this update is the one. I am very excited about the fact that there will actually be some form of an actual campaign to follow, and I am very much looking forward to that. But that is going to have to be for next week. Oh, no, that's not. What am I talking about next week? So much in... Tomorrow. That's going to be for tomorrow at the same time as this stream. So 2 p.m. Eastern Time, whatever that works out to for wherever you are. And this Saturday and for the next few Saturdays, don't forget my RP1 series is continuing through all of this. I'm catching up with episodes. I kind of got a little bit ahead in the production of those, so I'm dropping them every single Saturday for the next few weeks. So if you are interested in that RP1 series, that is coming Saturday. Tomorrow, KSP2. Next week, I'm taking off. It is the week between Christmas and New Year's. I'm taking myself a little bit of a holiday. Have yourselves a fantastic holiday season. If I don't see you tomorrow, if I do see you tomorrow, have yourselves a great night, and we'll see you again tomorrow. So bye, everybody.